West Virginia water's been bad for a long time for a lot of reasons. One is the water tables in West Virginia are just weird. The geography, there is also the environmental stuff, of course, because of, coal companies and other industrializations doing pollution. That's absolutely a thing in the coal fields. And some places just have really bad water. I grew up in going to church in a place called Hico. That's where Route 60 and Route 19 cross. This is not a geographically obscure area. This is two of the most important roads in the whole state. This is only minutes away from the New River Gorge Bridge. You can see the church I went to from the road when you go through there. That's the big brick one right there, Sunday Road Baptist. Love those folks. But one of the things when I was a kid, one of the things we had to do before you had church is you had to go in there a couple hours before, if not the night before, go down in the basement and go in the bathroom in the kitchen and run the tap water for a couple of minutes. Because what came out, I don't think you could really call water. It smelled like rotten eggs. It was that sulfur goop stuff. It was red. It was thick. And after a couple minutes, it started clearing up and you could get some usable, potable water out of it, but still wasn't the best stuff. But you had to do that because if you didn't do that, you'd have that smell in there all the time. It'd be hard to have church and focus on God and all the rest of the stuff. Sure couldn't eat your casserole in peace. And you don't want that kind of stuff when people are trying to use the bathroom and the toilets and wash their hands and all that. So you had to go in there and do that. And that's in a place that most West Virginians have driven by. This is not like an obscure place. Hico to this day. Even a couple of years ago, the New Hope Water District was all over the news with trying to get new contracts in and try to get water to that area. They still don't have good water, even with the new national park going in next door. This is just an ongoing issue. So now you go into the coal fields, which are much more remote and much less prosperous and get much less tourism, and you got a real problem. Water infrastructure has always been an issue. Now,